Oi, pessoal, vamos entrando. Podem começar a mandar suas perguntas. Talvez não dê tempo de responder todas, mas a gente seleciona algumas. Vamos esperar o Yoav entrar. Yoav entrou. Vamos lá. I'm going to invite you, Yoav. Okay, there we are. We are back.
Yes.
So let's wait just a couple minutes so everybody can join us, and
Sure.
Let's look for the questions. I'm sure that a lot of people probably ask questions on the other chat, but I couldn't control that, couldn't write that down.
Okay.
But hopefully they're gonna ask it us again. Do you have anything else, Yoav, to complement what we talked before? Do you wanna add something?
No, I think we covered a lot of ground, a lot of good material.
A lot of information. Okay,
Yeah.
We have our first question.
Yes.
So Rodrigo asked if are there many lives here in US during this quarantine, this pandemic? If that's common, like here in Brazil, people are doing lives the whole time on Instagram. If that's something common.
Honestly, this is my first live. So I honestly don't know, but I can tell you that as far as the McKinsey Institute USA, it's not live, but we recorded all Part A, and we actually have students right now who are taking Part A in what we call a hybrid course. So they're observing, there's 14 faculty from McKinsey Institute USA that are moderating the course. I'm part of them. And so the students are watching our videos, which is great because you can take a course, but then you want to go back to something that the instructor said. And this is a great way to go back and watch. We have all these podcasts recorded. And we just recorded, Scott Herbawi and myself recorded today a module for Part B. And so this is really, it looks like this is the future. It's going to be a hybrid course, meaning you're going to get the majority of the course information is going to be online. And then the students will fly into a location that will allow them to practice, all day manual techniques, obviously with masks and gloves and 6 feet distance and as clean as possible, maintaining social distance environment. And so that's the next thing for sure.
Good. Okay, we have a couple more questions coming. I'm gonna just quickly translate. So he said, ele falou que não tem muitas lives que ele não conhecia, que é a primeira dele, mas que no Instituto Mackenzie eles estão promovendo cursos mistos, parte online e parte não, e que ele acha que isso é muito bom porque os alunos conseguem voltar e conferir o conteúdo. Então, ele acha que esse é o futuro e que as coisas estão mudando. Okay, so Yoav, another question about lectures. So they are asking if now, after COVID, are you planning to do lectures for companies online?
They're gonna be, so I've done recently, actually starting the 26th, in a couple of days, I'm doing an online 7 days with 40 speakers. We have 45,000 people registered already. And those of you who want to register, it's under Holistic Holiday at Sea, Holistic Holiday at Sea. You go to their website and you'll see that now we have Holistic Holiday at Home, where you can listen. It's a group of people that are organizing lectures, holistic lectures. So some people are talking about, majority will be about veganism and and eating plant-based and organic food. I'm coming talking about mechanical pain. People are going to be doing yoga and personal training and classes. So all this will be a week of classes. A lot of them are free. There's an option to purchase an upgraded version. You can find more information on my Facebook and Instagram page. So that will be one thing, because it was supposed to be a cruise. I was on a cruise in February, just before COVID started, and there were 3,000 people on the cruise ship, and I was giving those lectures, and then people booked with me, and I was super busy, morning to evening. I did not leave my suite. People kept coming. They gave me a large suite with the option to treat patients there. But now next year, they wanted to do it again, and they can't. So we're making it all via the internet. And so, but still, there are companies. Next month in August, I am in Las Vegas. I have 40 CEOs who just confirmed today that are interested. They want me. They don't want to do it online. They want me present. But they're going to be in a large auditorium. I'm going to be on a stage. There's going to be a distance between them. I asked, like, do you need me? I'm coming from Florida. Do you need me to put a mask? Like, no. You're going to be far away from us. We're going to be in a large auditorium. And, so you got to work with what you can work with,
Yeah. I think that's how it's going to be. Things are changing. You're going to have to adapt. Some people are going to want a new presentational. Some are going to prefer online. I think it depends on what people are comfortable doing, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I'm not going to translate. I'm going to straight to the other questions because we have 3 more. So I don't want to extend that too much.
Okay.
So the next question is, Andrea was asking if you have any suggestions of books about marketing.
I don't. Actually, everything that I've done, it's
intuitive. It's on you.
Very
you
intuitive.
Just go.
I never followed, we are using the best method out there. We are using the truth. When you speak the truth to any organization, to any group of people, whether it's 4 people in your office or in a supermarket or in a church or in a tennis club or in a golf club, when you speak the truth, people know. Everyone knows what mechanical pain, because everyone has felt it. That's the best way. Tell them the truth. Watch some of my videos that are online. They're free for you to use. I have 2 free webinars on the McKinsey Institute USA, how to create a successful physical therapy clinic by marketing to the public. Please watch them, use those tools. And I've never read anything about marketing. I just followed my gut instinct and went with it, and it's been very successful. Thank God.
I think it's because you believe it and you're so confident on that you just want to spread the word and keep going. You're not afraid. Good. Next question is from Kenya. She was asking about the extra pressure. So what do you do when you have to give the patient during the treatment extra pressure? Overpressure.
When she's talking about telehealth?
Yes. So what would you do? How would you deal with that situation?
Okay, good. So I would always ask, if there's a need, I would ask for the patient to have a family member maybe join us on the next session. And you'll be surprised. You can train someone how to do this and how to do that, and come in and put your hand, and you can train someone, and you just ask maybe a 3rd family member walking around with a camera. But let's say a person lives alone and they do not have anyone to help them. So there are 4 curses of MDT. 4 curses of MDT. Number 1, not doing enough reps. Number 2, not going to end range. Number 3, going lateral too soon, starting to play with the lateral component or lateral frontal plane movements too soon. And number 4, which is the forgotten force, is the sustained position. So a lot of the time, if a patient is improving with their own generated forces, and they do in the lumbar spine, lock the elbows, blow all the air out and sag, and that has given you a decrease no better or abolish no better, which is a yellow light, and the person doesn't have anyone at home with them, there's number one, you can go into sustaining that position. Number two, you can take a towel or a sheet and use it around you and put pressure as you're doing it. You got to be creative. Mm-hmm. But the majority, sometimes I'll find something, I'll ask a patient to take their phone, move around the house, and I'm like, you know what, you can get under the sofa and do the press up, or under this, under this table, this coffee table, and put a pillow in your back, and you get overpressure like so. So just got to be creative.
So there was a webinar from the McKenzie Institute about these alternatives of positions, and they gave us a lot of good ideas how to adapt, how to change, and I think it was amazing. So I would suggest everybody to go back and take a look at that. That gives a lot of good ideas on how to adapt the treatment. That's right. And I think that's the last question is from Roberto. So what do you think is comparing the telehealth and the presential treatment, people going to your office, which one, let's reformulate. So do you think that the telehealth is going to substitute the presential treatment? Do you think at some point, would you allow people or have assessments, first visits to telehealth? Or you always would like people to go to your office first and then see them through telehealth? So what is the importance of each? What is the role of each?
I personally prefer to see the patient in my office first, because for the initial evaluation. Mm-hmm. The follow-ups can definitely be, a lot of them can be telehealth, but I have multiple patients right now who are simply not going to leave their house. And so I'm doing the initial evaluation through telehealth, but my preference is for the initial evaluation. My initial evaluation is long, it's educational, it is an experience. The patient leaves my office like, wow, like they have never had someone sit down and throw so much love into the educational process. And so for me, the energy from person to person is also, it's palpable. When a patient comes to the office, I'm thank God I have a nice office, they enjoy coming here, but it's not always available. So again, answering the question, I would prefer to have it in person for the initial and the follow-ups online or through telehealth. But if you can't, you can't. You got to work with what you can work with.
I think this educational process is on you. It belongs to you. It's so clear that you love what you do and you love talking about it. And that's how it's probably plays a lot of on your success with the treatment with the patients. They feel the love, and you teach them, you talk to them. And I think that's the key point. And McKenzie, it's a lot of education. So I think that's perfect. Okay. We just have a question from Gabriel. I think he's just curious, asking if you see patients from Israel from through telehealth.
I do. I absolutely do.
Nice.
I absolutely do. Yes.
Okay. Yes. I think we answered everything. I think we provide a lot of content, a lot of information here. It's gonna stay recorded on my Instagram, so people can go back and check.
Excellent.
Yoav has a lot of classes, YouTube recordings on his channel, on the McKenzie website, like podcasts, talking about more in depth about the educational process, how to market your clinic. So there are more resources. I can type on the group, then everything, I know where the information is. I can give you the link so you can check. and go back later and take a look and rewatch this. And because probably I'm sorry if I had to talk too fast, but I was just trying to cover everything, and I'm happy that we were able to do this in not like 2 hours. We kind of got that in a good timing, I guess.
You did a great job. You did a great job. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you everyone that is watching. And I'm here, you know, if you guys would like to do it in a few months again, you want to accumulate questions, you want to experience what we discussed, go ahead and I'll be happy to do it again.
Don't offer, they're gonna take it.
Be happy to.
Yeah, there is people saying, come to Brazil. They're gonna try to bring you to Brazil now. So
I would love to. I mean, I'm not an international faculty, but one day, you know, hopefully one day I will be. But I'll be happy to help and see you guys one day in a class.
Yeah, people are gonna love it for sure. Okay, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it, and I think everybody really enjoyed and learned a lot with you. So
thanks for having me. Thank you for translating. Thank you for doing a great job, Mariana. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope I did. I hope someone, if they could understand something, it was already, I got my job done.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye.